A short one shot based on the prompt, two characters stumble over each other when they're trying to hide a body. Izuku was 12 when he first did it, when he first went into an abandoned house. It had been another day of bullying from Kachan, although this time it was slightly worse. He had tried to fight back, to say something in his defense, but he received a burn on his shirt for his troubles. He knew his mom was home, because this was her day off. She would notice the burn on his blazer's side, and there would be questions. He had no extra shirt, so there would be no way for him to avoid the questions. His mind hastily went through all sorts of options, until he remembered that there was an abandoned building on the way. The people that lived there died in a villain attack, and they did have a son about his age. So he walked out to the place where the building was. Notices were on the door, indicating that it was abandoned. There was nobody there. The first thing he did was look around for approaching cars and people. There was a person that was crossing the road on the other side, so he made sure to look like he knew where he was going until the road crossing man was gone. Then he quickly dashed into the driveway and behind the house. It was at a time of day where nobody was home, so none of the neighbors would notice him. He snuck around to the back of the house. There was a door there into the house, but it was locked. Izuku was stumped initially, but he ended up looking on his phone on how to do it. Private browser, of course. He knew what he was doing. He broke the glass next to the back door using a rock he picked up, and unlocked the door from the inside. After he walked through the front door, there was a pit of nervousness in his gut, but it was overpowered by another emotion, something he hadn't felt before: excitement. Going through the house, there was still quite a bit of things. Sure, it had a funny odor, but that's probably because of the spoiled food. In short order, he found a school uniform blazer that looked pretty identical to his, so he replaced his current burned one with the new one. He went home. His mother never questioned him. He came back to the abandoned house the next day, too excited to contain his desire to stop going there. It helped that it was on a not so well traveled road, so he could easily sneak in and out of the place. So he took to making the place his. He took trash bags out from underneath the kitchen and opened the refrigerator and freezer, tossing all the old food into it. He went around everything else and threw away everything that wasn't shelf stable. He took the trash bags, there was too much for just one, and set them by the neighbor's trash. Thank goodness trash collection time for this street was in about an hour. The next day, he took care of the trash in the house, sorting it into another trash bag. The day after, his mother asked him a question. Izuku, usually it doesn't take you this long to get home. What are you doing? Shit. He hadn't intended to answer for his actions. He had assumed that she was too engrossed in her work to pay attention to him too much. But he did have an excuse. I I've been taking a longer route because I wanted to get in shape more. The excuse was accepted. He kept visiting the abandoned house, going through all of the possessions and pawing them off. He got 550,000 yen. He hid the money. Izuku was 13 when he did a home robbery for the first time. Kachan had been annoyed that he was being ignored. Izuku had been spending too much time thinking about and preparing for a home invasion, doing everything from scouting a target to preparing lock-picking materials. He even wrote down 50 pages in his notebook, Hero Analysis Book 12, as a disguise. And it had gotten worse. He wanted this exciting feeling again. After the incident, he did his first real crime. It was easy. The door was picked in seconds. He stole the money and electronics. He went home. When he got home, he logged into his laptop and talked about his latest exploits on the dark website, crimehall.tor, and watched the comments pour in. Little nightmare. Hey guys, just did my first home robbery. Look at the haul of tech and money. Image.jpg. Likes 386. Comments 36. Cheesy toasty. Good, great job, Knight. Although, if you're going to start doing home invasions, you might want to carry a knife with you. Burning Man. Yeah, Cheese has some good advice. Have a knife and be prepared to use it. Inspired by those comments, he got himself a knife from the black market. Now, even more confident, he went to target after target. He used his spare time to learn how to fight, both with a knife and without. After learning how to fight solo, Stackpack recommended underground competitions. Not the ones that go to the death, but the ones that go to where you're knocked out unconscious. He had been tenuous to accept the offer, primarily because he thought he would lose. The first match he fought in was tough and difficult, leaving him bruised and bloody, but he did win. Izuku had never felt so alive. He had learned long ago to hide his injuries so his mother never noticed. He got better at fighting, he won more, and got hurt less. Someone asked him for a name. Impact, he replied. A simple name that meant more than people thought. Izuku was 14 when he first killed someone. It was just his ordinary home invasion, his 41st. It went wrong. Someone came home too early. A knife in the ribs, a dead body. There was a park with a large pond nearby. He hid the body on the property until the night, where he moved it into the park. Nobody saw him. If you want a cork so badly, why don't you just take a swan dive off the school rooftop? Bakugo said to him 2 months later. Izuku had killed 5 people as of right now. He didn't know what he was doing. The first 2 were accident, robberies gone wrong. The third he hunted down. His name was Takari, and he bullied this one black-haired teen. He died. A knife in the ribs. A dead body. Another trip to the park. If Izuku didn't have the excitement of the arenas, or whatever he had gotten from killing people, he may have done it. He didn't. He had people who actually supported his dreams. You can't be a hero without a quirk, All Might told him. That's fine. Hero work had taken a decreasing amount of time and effort in his life. Oh, okay. If hero work failed him, he always had the arenas. Maybe he could even go to the deadlier ones. You can become a hero, All Might told him. He had saved Bakugo from the sludge villain, nearly killing him despite his quirk. All Might told him he could gain his power. He accepted. 10 months later, he walked into the gates of UA. Because of the 8 months of training he had gotten to receive One for All, he hadn't been able to do as many matches or kill as many people. His killer identity had been named Sabbath. The pro hero Eraserhead was on his case. Eraserhead was his homeroom teacher. What sort of cosmic bullshit was this? Still, he did his best to act as heroic as possible, saving Todoroki from himself, saving Ida from Stain. This had been a close call. He had to make excuses to Todoroki and Ida why he was so good at fighting. He had stopped his killings, stopped his matches. The excitement he got from hero training was enough. Final exam versus All Might. He almost won by himself. Summer training camp, he defeated Muscular and saw Dabi. Bakugo had been captured. He was stressed out because of it. He needed a release. Find a random person, stab, stab. They died. To the pond he goes. Shit. There was another person. Double shit. He can't hide in time. The bushes rustled open to reveal Dabi, carrying a body. Well, this is awkward. The flame villain drawled out. Izuku panicked initially, not knowing how to respond. But then a thought occurred to him. Hey, isn't your fire strong enough to cremate bodies? Izuku asked innocently, as innocent as one can get while carrying a body. I can, but it's a pain in the ass. If the pond is closer, then I'll just go here. Now, what's a hero in training doing carrying a dead body? Dabi asked, getting back to the point. I don't just want to say outright, I need something from you in return. A secret for a secret. Izuku said shrewdly. Dabi shrugged. Fine, I'll tell you my real name. But first, I want to know one of your secrets, hero. I'm the villain Sabbath. Izuku answered simply. Dabi paused for a moment, and then laughed quietly. Whoa. Boy, don't tell that to Toga. She worships him, you know. And add to that, she's already got a crush on you. Izuku ignored his stories and focused on something. You never told me your real name. Izuku said simply. Dabi grumbled. Fine then. My real name is Toya Todoroki. Izuku stiffened. Todoroki had told them about all his siblings, including Toya, the eldest. Although any information on the eldest he had to draw out. Well, that's not what I was expecting. Do you know why I wanted to become a villain? I'm 90% sure. It was that what should I call you? Toya is fine, if we're talking private. But call me Dabi when you're around the others. Izuku nodded. Wait, how are you so sure? Toya asked him. Totoro, your younger brother, told me everything. Toya blinked. Well, that's not what I expected. Anyways, Dabi tossed him a slip of paper with his phone number on it. If you want to talk about whatever, just text me. I trust you know how to be discreet. Izuku nodded as Toya retreated. Hey, Toya! The raven-haired villain turned around. I'm also Impact. Toya stood there in shock as Izuku retreated away. It was fun to shock a villain. Alright, my stars, that is the end of this. I really hope you enjoyed. With the mic sounding different is because I wasn't bothered getting my big mic out, so I'm recording on my earbuds. So that's why it sounds different, my wired earbuds. But yeah. I really hope you enjoyed this. Will be recording all of the parts of the Impact verse, just at different points, because, yeah. But I will be probably recording all of them. And I'll put them all in the Impact verse folder. They'll just all have different thumbnails so that you guys know which ones. But I'll put them in order of the first fic to the last one, including the chapters. But I really hope you enjoyed that one, my stars. Don't forget to eat, sleep, take your meds, and take care of whatever yourself. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget that. If you guys have any recommendations on fics you'd like me to read, pop them down in the comments below. I really need them right now. Also, if you guys have any thoughts on the fics, I love hearing your thoughts, so you can drop them down in the comments below as well. My Discord server and socials are in the description below. You can go check them out as well. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, my stars.